How far I'm willing to go ain't any of your damn
Welcome
business,
to the
but how
show,
far...
WWE Nation. This is SmackDown Spotlight, your update center for matches and news. Hit that bell and let's begin. Let's be honest. WWE has a habit of playing with fan emotions, but what's happening right now might just take the cake. The Last Time Is Now tournament, meant to decide John Cena's final opponent, should be one of the most meaningful events in recent memory. Instead, it's becoming a showcase of questionable booking decisions and unnecessary secrecy. The Miz vs. Jey Uso was officially announced, but LA Knight, arguably one of WWE's hottest acts, still doesn't even know who he's facing. That's not drama, that's disrespect. Fans have every right to feel frustrated because WWE keeps testing the patience of those who've stayed loyal through years of ups and downs. LA Knight is the kind of superstar fans begged for, charismatic, relatable, and naturally over. And yet, he's being treated like an afterthought. How does that make any sense? The stakes of the tournament. This isn't just another tournament. This is about history, legacy, and the right to stand across the ring from one of the greatest of all time in his final match. The Last Time Is Now tournament represents immortality, the chance to be remembered as John Cena's final opponent. Every superstar in this bracket knows what's at stake. Win it, and you secure a permanent place in wrestling history. Lose, and you're just another name who tried and failed to reach the summit. That's why this should be treated with the utmost seriousness and clarity. Instead, WWE's decision to keep part of the bracket secret, especially LA Knight's match, feels like a cheap ratings trick rather than a meaningful build. The idea is brilliant on paper, but its execution is teetering on the edge of chaos. The Miz vs. Jey Uso, experience meets evolution. If there's one match that fans can genuinely get excited about, it's The Miz vs. Jey Uso. It's old school versus new energy, a battle between the corporate mainstay and the redefined rebel. The Miz has always represented WWE's idea of professionalism, media-friendly, polished, and reliable. He's been a champion, a showman, and a safe pair of hands for management. Jey Uso, on the other hand, represents something raw and authentic. After years of living in his family's shadow, Jey finally found his own voice and identity, and the fans have embraced him for it. Every time he shouts, "Yeet!" the crowd answers back like they've been waiting their whole lives to chant it. The mystery of LA Knight's opponent. And then there's the elephant in the room, LA Knight's mystery opponent. WWE's decision to keep his opponent a secret has sparked endless speculation, and just as much frustration. Why hide something that should be celebrated? LA Knight isn't just another superstar, he's the guy right now. The audience loves him. Every "yeah" chant shakes arenas to their foundations. Yet WWE seems determined to treat him like a prop in someone else's story, rather than the main event attraction he's become. There are several theories about who his mystery opponent could be. Some say it might be a call-up from NXT, someone like Carmelo Hayes looking to make a statement. Others believe it's a returning veteran, maybe someone like Sami Zayn or Shinsuke Nakamura stepping back into the spotlight. There's also the possibility that it's a repackage or injury return from the main roster. A surprise without being a spectacle. But the most cynical theory? That WWE doesn't actually have a plan yet, and the mystery angle is just a stalling tactic while they figure it out. Whatever the case, this decision feels like WWE creating intrigue for the sake of it, rather than for genuine storytelling payoff. The importance of storytelling in clarity wrestling thrives on storytelling, and great stories rely on clarity. The best tournaments, the ones we still talk about decades later, worked because every match had meaning, every bracket made sense, and every competitor had purpose. When you start introducing mystery elements without a clear payoff, you undermine the structure that makes fans care. This isn't just about surprise. It's about emotional investment. Fans want to connect with these moments, to understand why they matter. John Cena's final match should be treated with the same gravity as Ric Flair's farewell against Shawn Michaels or The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania. Those matches mattered because they were built on emotion, respect, and closure, not gimmicks. WWE has a chance to deliver that kind of emotional storytelling again, but only if they approach this tournament with discipline and vision. If the mystery opponent reveal ends up being random or disappointing, it risks taking all the air out of the excitement surrounding Cena's farewell. Why LA Knight should win it all. Here's the truth. LA Knight should win this entire tournament. He's the perfect blend of old-school charisma and modern-day authenticity. His journey mirrors everything fans love about professional wrestling: resilience, confidence, and connection. He didn't get handed opportunities. He earned them through sheer force of will. He made himself undeniable. That's exactly the kind of story that deserves to culminate in John Cena's final match. Imagine the build-up. Two masters of the microphone going head-to-head, trading verbal jabs that fans will quote for years. Cena, the veteran who defined an era, versus LA Knight, the man carrying the torch into the next one. The promos alone would sell pay-per-views. The match would be a clash of eras, two crowd-commanding superstars giving everything they have for one last historic showdown. Win or lose, LA Knight would come out of that match elevated to legend status, while Cena would get the farewell he deserves, against someone who embodies the spirit of modern WWE. The road ahead and what it means for WWE. As the Last Time Is Now tournament unfolds, every decision WWE makes will send a message about what kind of company it wants to be in this new era. Will it cling to the safe, predictable patterns of the past, or will it embrace the hunger and energy of its current roster? Matches like The Miz versus Jey Uso show that WWE is still capable of meaningful storytelling when it wants to be. But the handling of LA Knight's mystery opponent shows that there's still a tendency to rely on unnecessary gimmicks rather than trust in the performers who've earned their spots.